Mataji, you can start, Mataji.
Okay. So as I said, the last 2 days we will go do Govardhan Parikrama. So we'll see, I know you all know Radhakund, Shyamkund pastimes. So instead of discussing those, we will see something which you don't know. You must be still knowing, but I'm saying you don't have that in Little Krishna's cartoon, right? So Radhakund, Shyamkund, you must be knowing. So we'll see some and we'll see some videos and we'll try to interact today, okay? We'll try to see for the last 10 minutes we can talk, okay? So firstly, how did Govardhan come onto this earth planet? So some of you who were in Govinda group, the last semester what we did was life on other planets. In that we very well saw that we are on Jambu Dvipa, right? The earth planet is on Jambu Dvip. So what happened was, as we discussed during Barsana pastimes, that when Krishna said it is going to be the end of Dwapar Yuga, so we have to go to earth to manifest some Leela. Then what will Radharani say? Radharani says, oh no, I don't want to come. How can I stay there without Vrindavan, without Radhakund, without Yamuna, without Shyamkund, without Govardhan? So she said, then what will Krishna say? Krishna says, no, I will send all of them. I will send all of them and then only we will go. So that's why what happens, Govardhan didn't come to Jambu Dvip. Actually, Govardhan was on Salmali Dvip. So the Govardhan came down as the son of Dronachal mountain in Salmali Dvip. So that's another Dvip. Then, but how did it come to Jambu Dvip, onto the earth planet, on to Vrindavan? So what happened? Once there was Pulatsya Rishi. He was from Kasi, Benares, Varanasi in India. So what he did, he keeps traveling to from one dweep to another dweep to another dweep. So he keeps traveling. So one time as he was traveling, he came to this Salmali Dweep and he came to this mountain of Dronachal's son, the Govardhan. He came here. Then he saw this mountain. He was like, wow, such beautiful mountain with lots of nice peacocks, lot of greenery. It is so beautiful. How nice it would be if I can take him to Kasi, Benares with me. It will be very nice. It's such a nice place. Then what will happen? Govardhan will say, no, I cannot come without asking my father. Those days, it's very, lot of respect to the parents. So he used to say, I have to ask my father. Then if he decides, I'll come. So Pulatsya Rishi will go to Dronachal. And Dronachal will say, how can I serve you, my dear sage? What can I do for you? And he will say that, I want your son. Can you send him to me? I will take him to Kasi. I will take him to Benares with me. And he will feel sad, just like Dashrath Maharaj felt sad to send Ram and Lakshman. He feels sad, but then Pulatsya Muni will get upset. So they don't want to upset sages, right? They want to serve the sages. So Dronachal will say, okay, you can take my son. Then with his Giriraj becomes so like feather lightweight, because mountain is so huge, but he becomes so light. He can become however he wants, right? So he becomes so light and Pulatsya Muni carries him. But he says a condition. Please mute yourself. So he says that if you keep me down somewhere, like in between from Salmali Dweep on the way to Kasi, if you leave me here somewhere, then I'm not going to move. Just like while carving the deities in King Indradyumna, Vishwakarma kept some rules, right? So like that. He kept a rule. Pulatsya Muni said, okay. And then he was walking, and out of Vrajabhumi came. And we all know that this pastime, we all definitely know that Govardhan wants to come in Vrindavan. Krishna wanted it to be there. So then what happened? Pulatsya Muni, it was morning, so he wanted to do his morning duties. So he forgot the condition and he kept him down. He went, he took his bath, and then he came. And the mountain was not moving. Then Pulastya Muni asked, what happened? Why are you not moving? Then he said, hey, I already told you that if you stop me, like if you drop me anywhere, I'm not going to come. I told you that was the deal with both of us. Then he said, but I dropped you only for just few minutes. It's okay, you can come. He'll say, no, no, no. That was not our deal. I cannot come. Then Pulastya Muni will say, okay, what can be done? But Pulastya Muni will say that you will reduce your size by a mustard seed size. Some say it's a mustard seed. Some, I recently heard in one lecture, they were saying it's a sesame seed, not a mustard seed. So whatever seed, the Pulastya Muni cursed saying that Govardhan will diminish every day, little by little, mustard seed size. So actually, so you're all very, very lucky. Maybe if we leave this body, and if we come in some other lifetime, if we come maybe Govardhan, we cannot see. It might be completely diminishing. We don't know. So we are all very lucky that we are able to still see Govardhan. So that is one of the pastime and how Govardhan came to this earth planet. So then we will go to Kusum Sarovar. This is one of my very, very, very favorite, very beautiful place. I'm sure some of you might have been there. It's very beautiful, and there is one small temple beside this Kusum Sarovar called Radha Ban Bihari. So first let's see Kusum Sarovar. Kusum Sarovar was also called as Suman Sarovar. It is either Kusum Sarovar or Suman Sarovar. Means Kusum means flower. So it was a flower garden here. Then what happened? Krishna. So there are many, many pastimes here. So we'll discuss a couple of them. Because there are a lot of flowers, all the Sakis, the gopis used to come here to pluck flowers. And you all would have seen in Little Krishna, where Krishna was hiding under, behind one branch. And Radharani tries, the gopis come and they try to pluck the flowers. So as they were plucking, the branch comes down. So Radharani will stretch her hands out and she will try to pluck the flower. And what happens? Krishna leaves the branch and it goes up. And Radharani will go up, right? Ah, Krishna! Hey! So, no, Vishaka, hey! Like that she says in Little Krishna. Did you all see that? Do you remember that video? Right? Ah, please. Then they will say, oh, Radha, come. Come, they'll say, right? So that pastime took place here. And one time, actually, if you see in the temple beside this that I was talking about, Radha Ban Bihari, you will see a mirror. In front of Radharani, there is a round, small mirror. I tried to get that picture, but somehow I didn't find it anywhere. But if you see, how many of you saw Kusum Sarovar? Let me see who is raising hands.
Mataji, you know what? When when Radha was calling and then they all fell down. I saw that video.
Can you stop it? Okay, Arjun Raina is saying he saw Kusum Sarovar. Mishti Abhay Raina saw Kusum Sarovar. Only 3 of you.
Mataji,
I have seen Kusum Sarovar.
Is it Prahlad? Yeah, Vrinda. Okay, yes. Did you see Radha Ban Bihari temple?
Yes.
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 Yes, Mataji.
Yes. So what happened was, one time there was a festival where the gopis, I forgot the name of that festival, but what the gopis do is, the gopis keep this cow dung cakes and they decorate the cow dung with flowers. Even in South India and Andhra Pradesh, we do this for on Sankranti, Makar Sankranti. They do that in front on the rangolis. They decorate like that. So something similar to that, like on the cow dung, they decorate with the flowers. So what happened? The gopis wanted to collect flowers. So obviously they want to come. Please mute yourself. So gopis obviously want to come to this place because it's a flower garden. There were lots and lots of flowers here, varieties of flowers. So what happened? The gopis came, Radharani, Vishaka, they all came. Then Krishna came to know that all the gopis are coming here. Then he wanted to, tease them. So what he does, he says to the boys, to the Gopa boys, he says that, okay, today I am not coming with you. I have some other work. He says that, and he will rush here to Kusum Sarovar. And he comes like a gardener. Okay, like a one mali. He comes like one mali. One mali means gardener of the forest. So he comes here, and what will happen, Radharani? They're all plucking the flowers. So suddenly he comes and he will say, now I understand who is stealing the flowers in my garden. It's you, Then Radharani will say, why am I stealing? Who are you? He starts saying, no, I am the gardener. And she'll say, is this your garden? No, this anybody can pluck. So there is a kind of argument that was happening like that. Then what happened in that argument and in that fight, Radharani was holding her flowers in her choli like this. Then all the flowers will fall down. When all the flowers fall down, she gets very upset. Yeah, she gets very upset because they got dirty now. Then what will happen? Krishna will feel bad because Radharani is feeling bad. So Krishna will say, okay, I will go and wash them and bring them in Mansi Ganga. Then she'll say, no, that is Mansi Ganga or Yamuna. He says he'll wash them and bring. But then she doesn't accept. No, right now I want my flowers to be neat and clean. Then what will he do with his flute? Krishna did many kunds with his flute. So like that, he will dig. And then the water comes here. So that's how this water is there. Then Krishna will watch the flowers and he will say, oh, you want to decorate the cow dung cakes. So what I will do, I will decorate your hair. And what will Krishna? Krishna starts putting the flowers in Radharani's hair. And Radharani is looking at Krishna in the mirror. That picture you will see in the temple. That means actually in the Radha Banbihari's temple, Banbihari means, that Mataji, she explains so nicely this story, and she will show that picture also where Krishna is braiding and putting flowers. And she was telling to me last time when I went that mirror is there. She's seeing Krishna. That should give us a moral. Like the moral, what we have to understand is no matter what our consciousness, we should always see Krishna. So that is one pastime here. And also one more thing is Narada Muni. Narada Muni also wanted to see the pastimes of Krishna and the gopis, just like Shiva. Remember, Shiva becomes, that's how Shiva becomes that gopi, right? Last time we discussed that. Then Gopeshwar Mahadev. So then even Narada Muni also wanted to see then, but we know that boys are not allowed, right? So Narada Muni, Vrinda Devi says, okay, Narada Muni, it's okay. Don't feel bad. You come and take bath in Kusum Sarovar. So Narada Muni will take bath in Kusum Sarovar and he will get the body of Naradiya Gopi. And then he will go see the pastimes of Krishna with the gopis. So that is one place. And Uddhav, who was a very close friend of Krishna, after coming to, you all might be knowing Uddhav, right? He's little similar to Krishna. He looks like Krishna. So Krishna sent him to Vrindavan to give some solace to the gopis. And when he comes, he sees gopis' love and he's like, oh my God, this is the topmost. And he will pray saying that I want to be a grass and a creeper. I want to be a grass in Vrindavan, and I want to be a creeper in Kusum Sarovar. So that is the very beautiful place. I really love it. We'll see a video. Arjun Raina is raising his hand. You have a question? Okay. Next we will see Mansi Ganga. Okay. You all must have seen in Little Krishna, right? Where Radharani says, let's go to Mansi Ganga. We'll bring water from there, right? So this is Manasi Ganga. Yes. So I'm sure some of you might have been there. So what happened? Some pastimes here. So Mansi, this river came from the mind of Krishna. Okay. So what happens was, once Mother Yashoda is making all nice, rich, deep fried items. So Krishna comes and asks, Maya, Maya, what are you making? What is this? Is very special. It looks very special. You're frying everything in ghee. What is this? Then Maya says, we are traveling tomorrow, so I'm making all these deep fried items so that they last for long. Then he will ask, where are we going? He will say that, she will say that, Abba, I'm very busy. Go and ask your Baba. So he'll go and ask Baba. Then Baba says, you know what? Yesterday we are going to Ganga to take bath there. Then he'll ask, why? Then he will say, just like Vasudev has Garga Muni as his guru, Nanda Maharaj has Sandilya Rishi as his guru. So he said, yesterday night when Sandilya Rishi was here, he was talking the glories of Ganga. He said that once there was a small snake, a black snake, living on the sides of Ganga in a small cave. And what happened was, one day the snake came out. Then Garudji was flying, ting, 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 like that. And when Garudji saw the snake, what happened? Garudji caught the snake and he was taking him. Then what happened? Small piece in the tail of the snake fell down in the water of Ganga, and immediately the snake got the body of Vaikuntavasis. So Garudji took that Vaikuntavasi, and he flew to Vaikunta planet. So see how auspicious this holy river is. So we all have to go and take bath in this Ganga. That's why we have to go there. Then Krishna will say, oh, why do you have to go all the way there? We have Ganga here only. Mansi Ganga is there. That is equal to Ganga. Why do you want to go, Baba, somewhere? Then all the Vrajvasis, Nanda Maharaj, they all will come to this Mansi Ganga. Then what happened? But they'll say, how can we believe that this is Ganga? How can we know that this is equal to Ganga? So what happens? Then Ganga, Mother Ganga herself, she'll come on a crocodile. You see on the picture, on a crocodile, and she'll declare that she is, Mansi Ganga is non-different from Ganga. So that is one pastime about Mansi Ganga. And the other pastime was, once the gopis, what were the gopis doing? The gopis were catching butter on their pots, yogurt, milk, they were carrying. And they wanted to cross this river. They were looking for a boatman. There is nobody because they have to cross, right? Then they found one boatman. And when they asked, can you take us the other side? The boatman was saying, he was sleeping like this, like that. Then the boatman started saying that, oh, I'm very sleepy. My boat is very old. My boat have some holes, and you are having lot of weight. You know, your butter pots and your lot of gopis. So what can we? I think it's not a good idea to come in my boat. You can look for somebody else. But the gopis will say, no, we look for many other places, boatmen, but there is nobody. Please, can you take us? So the boatman will accept, and all of them will go and sit on the boat. But as they were going, you know what happens? It was tilting like that. Then they were getting scared. They were all thinking, hey, what is happening? What is happening? And the boatman started saying, I already told you, mine is an old boat with a hole, and I'm an old man. So what can we do now? Then the gopi said, oh, no, please save us. What can we do now? Save us. Then the boatman will say, oh, there is lot of weight in your pot, so you have to throw all those butter, yogurt, milk pots in this Mansi Ganga. Then all the gopis will throw, but still the boat is like shaking like that. Then what happens? They're like, oh, now what should we do? Then the boatman started saying, oh no, you have lot of jewelry on your neck. You have to throw that emeralds, rubies, pearls, whatever you're wearing in the boat. Then they will start throwing them also. Then again it started shaking like that. Then what happened? The gopis got scared and they came to the boatman, old boatman, and they touched him and they, please save. And they were feeling something hard here on his chest. Then Radharani pulled it out. It was a flute. So they came to know that it was Krishna. Hey, you naughty Krishna. And then, you know, they were going on that boat, you know, teasing each other. So that was one pastime.
Mataji, I didn't hear this pastime.
What was that? Okay. So that was one pastime that took place here. And close to Mansi Ganga, if you remember, when we were discussing about Radha Madan Mohan temple and Radha Damodar temple, I told that there is Sanatan Goswami used to do Govardhan Parikrama every day before even eating something. And he has one Bhajan Kutir at Mansi Ganga. And that was the time when he became so old. Krishna feels bad that his devotee has to take a lot of trouble even at that age doing Govardhan Parikrama. And what does Krishna do? Krishna plays his flute and the impressions will come on the Shila and he gives it to Sanatan Goswami, right? And that is in Radha Damodar temple. If you do 4 parikramas, it is equal to 1 Govardhan Parikrama. You have seen, right? So near this Mansi Ganga, you can see Sanatan Goswami's Bhajan Kutir also. And let me ask you one thing. So who is the protector of Vrindavan? Dham?
Gopeshwar Mahadev.
Yeah, Shiva, right?
Lord Shiva.
Yeah, and Lord Shiva is there. Like, can you tell me some names?
Gopeshwar Mahadev. Gopeshwar Mahadev. Gopeshwar Mahadev.
Asheshwar Mahadev. Jagadeshwar Mahadev.
Yeah, yeah. In Kamyavan, he is as yes. So, but now on Govardhan, he's like Chakleshwar Mahadev. So you will see on the opposite side, close to Mansi Ganga, you will see Chakleshwar Mahadev's temple and Sanatan Goswami's Bhajan Kutir. And one time, I'll end with this pastime. So on one time what happens was so these are the deities of Chakleshwar Mahadev. You'll see like this 5 lingas in Chakleshwar Mahadev's temple. And one time what happens was Sanatan Goswami, while doing bhajan, mosquitoes were disturbing because, you know, so lot of mosquitoes and it was really very bothersome. So Sanatan Goswami decided like he will go from that place to another place where he can do his bhajan peacefully. But then Shiva was feeling very bad. Oh my God, such a nice devotee who is staying close by to me, he's leaving this place just because of mosquitoes. So what will happen was he will give a promise saying that no matter what, there will be no mosquitoes at all in this place. So even today, if you go, be it any season, any time at this particular area of Bhajan Kutir, you will not see any mosquitoes bothering. So Chakleshwar Mahadev protected from Sanatan Goswami from the mosquitoes. So we'll do, I'll show you some videos, okay? And then I want to talk with you. Let me show you the video. Of Vrindavan when we saw on the first day. Yeah. So can you all do one thing, please? At least very small. Can you make a heart chain like this and write all the different places? What you remember, what all we have seen? It's very easy. It hardly takes just 3-4 minutes. Can you all do it and show me tomorrow? I can share the PPT because we don't. It's very, very easy. Can you all do it? Thumbs up? Yeah. It's very easy. I have 1 minute. You have to take just one strip. Just a strip. Some of you we did in our craft session also, so you must be knowing. So you have to take one strip and then fold it, and again one more fold, and again one more fold. Okay, just press, and when you open, you have all these lines, right? So then what you'll do, one in the front and one see, first one in the front, then at the back, then at the front, at the back, like that. You have to fold on the lines and you have to make a book. Mine is not neat. I'll share you the PPT anyways. After this session, I'll share you. And then after folding, what you will do is, let me show you. Just then again, you will do one final fold. So not on the closed side. You have to turn like this and just draw a heart and cut it. You will get, when you open, you will get the heart chain. I'll send you the PPT. It's very, very easy. Will you all please do and write the names of what are your favorites? Will you write? Yes, I see Anika is giving thumbs up. Lipika gave already. Ujjwal Nitai, Keshav. It's very easy. So please, because I want you all to remember. Tomorrow I'll ask you and you have to show. Tomorrow we'll just discuss very little and I want to see what all you did. Garima is saying okay.
Mataji, it's 2:30, Mataji. I'm so sorry.
Rasika is saying, yes, Mataji. Okay, huh? Tomorrow
Okay,
you
Mataji,
show.
thank you so much.
Okay, I'll share in the group.
Krishna.
Hare Krishna.